Hi, welcome to this short video clip on expanding double brackets. We're going to show you two methods for this, and you can again pick which one you prefer. So we're going to show you first of all the grid method on question number 1, and then we'll show you a method called cat's claws for question number 2, and I will use the cat's claws method for questions 3 and the question 4 at the bottom as well. Now, first of all, to note, language of the questions, expand and simplify. Okay, we'll go through this as I go through the questions, but it's really important, it says expand and simplify. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is expand the bracket. So I'm going to show you the grid method first. Now, we've got two brackets, and they've got two terms in each. X and plus 10 are the two different terms in the first bracket. X and plus 11 are the two terms in the second bracket. So I'm first of all going to draw out a grid, which is going to be 2 by 2. So I will have 4 boxes in total. And I'm going to multiplication sign that. Now, everything inside the bracket is going to go outside of those 4 boxes. So x plus 10 is my first one, and x plus 11 is my second bracket. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to multiply out each box. X times x, well, that gives me x squared. X times plus 10, well, that gives me plus 10x. X times plus 11, that gives me plus 11x. And 10 times 11 gives me plus 110. Now, I haven't actually expanded anything yet. All we've done is put it in the grid. Now, to fully expand this, what I need to do is I need to write down everything that's in those 4 boxes. So everything I've written in green. Okay, and I'm going to do that over here. So everything in green is x squared plus 10x plus 11x plus 110. Now that has been expanded. Okay, we've expanded the bracket and that's what we've got. The second part of the question asks us to simplify, which means we need to gather together anything that is the same. Now I've got 2 terms here which have x's in them. I've got plus 10x and plus 11x. So now I'm going to gather those together. The x squared stays the same. 10 plus 11 is 21. So I've got 21x and plus 110. And now that has been simplified. That will be my final answer. That has been fully expanded and then simplified. Right, so that's the grid method. So I'm going to take you on to the cat's claws method now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the first. I'm going to start with x. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from x to the x. And what that means is every time I draw a line I've got to multiply. So x times x. Well, that is x squared. X multiplied by negative 4, because there's a negative in front of there, not a positive. So x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Right, now I'm going to do the same thing from the second term. So I've got plus 5. So 5 times x, well, that's plus 5x. And then 5 times negative 4, 5 times 4 is 20, positive times negative is negative, so it's negative 20. So that's been fully expanded. And now to simplify, negative 4x and plus 5x, always those 2 terms in the middle. So let's gather them together. X squared minus 4 plus 5, well, that's plus 1, so plus x minus 20, and that's my final answer. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cat's claws method for these last 2. Now again, they're slightly different. So the first 2 questions, there was no number in front of the x's. Question number 3, slightly different. There's a number in front of the x's. Now we're not going to do anything differently. Our methods are going to stay the same. So I'm going to use cat's clause because I think it's slightly quicker, and in exams we want to do things quickly and accurately. So 2x times 3x. Well, let's break it down. 2 times 3, that's 6. X times x, x squared. Okay, numbers times numbers, letters times letters. 6x squared. Right. 2x times negative 1. Well, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And there's only 1x there, so negative 2x. Right. Plus 3 times 3x. 3 times 3 is 9, so plus 9. And there's only 1x. And then plus 3 multiplied by negative 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Positive times negative is negative. Negative 3. Right, that's been expanded. Now to simplify by gathering those middle two terms together which have the x's in. 6x squared minus 2 plus 9 plus 7 minus 3. Final answer. Okay, now, slightly different this next one. I've got x minus 4 all squared. All that means is that bracket multiplied by itself. So I'm going to rewrite that question out to the side of it. So actually is what it's saying is x minus 4 in brackets multiplied by x minus 4 in brackets. Now I can do my cat's clause again. X times x, x squared. X times negative 4, negative 4x. Negative 4 times x, that's negative 4x again. Negative 4 times negative 4, negative times negative is positive. 4 times 4 is 16. Gather together our like terms. Negative 4x, take away another 4x. Okay, so I've got my x squared on its own. Negative 4, take away 4, well that's negative 8x plus 16. Okay, so whichever method you choose, remember that fully expanded means to multiply both terms of the brackets by each other. You need to have this line of working written out. That is fully expanded. Okay, the same with this line. That's fully expanded. And then to simplify means to gather the like terms together and simplify that way till you get your final answer. And then you're done.